Today I'm going to break down for you how I would get a job at Peloton if I was applying for work there. I'm a 20-year career coaching veteran. I help thousands of people every year get new, better paying jobs at their dream companies. And before this, I worked in the staffing and recruiting industry. So I'm able to help people get these new, better paying jobs by teaching them what they need to know to stand out to these employers. Now, if you want to work for a hot employer like Peloton, you have to make sure that you really convey your UVA, your unique value add. And to do that, you've got to dig deep and get what's called your intrinsic motivation. Now, that's just a fancy term for what's going to get you up out of bed every day and keep yourself motivated to work for this company. Now, as you can imagine, there's a ton of people that want to work for Peloton. They all nerd out on the brand. They all nerd out on fitness. And so you're going to have to go a step beyond that to prove that, because you can't just say to them, hey, I'm a big fan. Everyone says that. So what can you do to stand out? Well, my first step would be to go over and really understand the job description and what they're looking for. There's a lot of valuable information in job descriptions that can help you understand what pieces of your career story you should pull out and tell them. Right? And we can see here, they want somebody that is very passionate about fitness and wellness, but also understands and is deeply connected to Peloton. So that's going to give you the power to create a connection. Now, one of the things that I teach all of my clients is this ability to share your connection story as a way to bond you to that employer. See, hiring managers need you to solve a problem and alleviate a pain. Right? They're not going to hire you just because. And they need to feel, and that's why we do job interviews, they need to feel like you are the person that's going to solve that problem, alleviate their pain, and make their work lives easier, not harder. So keep saying the word feel, because that's what the connection story is about. Sending them your resume or your LinkedIn profile with just a list of your experience doesn't make people feel anything. In fact, everyone looks the same. They all have relatively the same experience or skill sets. You've got to take it a step beyond and show them how you get them, how you are a part of them, so that they feel that connection and then get excited about you as a candidate. You with me so far? If you are, stay with me. Because the solution, if I was applying to a job at Peloton, or if you want a job at Peloton, is to tell those stories. And there's no better way to do that right now than with a McCoy reel. So McCoy is the phone app you use to tell your career stories. It's not a video resume, it's a video reel. And the difference is a video resume would just be a regurgitation of your skill sets. Boring, nobody's gonna listen to that. But a McCoy reel, a video reel, is a collection of short 60-second stories you can tell them to get excited about you. So if I was using the McCoy app in order to get my new job at Peloton, there would be 3 stories I would tell. The first story is, when was the moment in time when I knew I loved fitness? Like, look back in my life and go, when did I realize fitness was a part of who I was and that it was always going to be an important part of my life? That would be my first reel. My second reel would be the first time I came across Peloton and I knew that it was important, powered, different, and I had to be a part of it. I had to use it, right? Because obviously they're going to want to hire people that have experience with Peloton. So tell me about the time that I knew Peloton was for me. And then the third thing that I would talk about is why I love to do the type of work that I'm applying for. So what is it about the aspects of that job that give me a lot of satisfaction? And how do I do that? Like, what's my methodology? What are the things that I do to make sure that I'm really good at that job? Those 3 videos, why I love fitness, why I love Peloton, and why I love that type of work, are chef's kiss. And you put that in a McCoy reel and you get that in front of a hiring manager, and guess what? They're going to see you and they're going to feel you. They're going to feel the connection. And then when they go over to your resume or your LinkedIn profile, it's like they're going to have a set of rose-colored glasses on, because they're going to want to screen you in instead of screening you out. And this is why the McCoy app and video reels, as opposed to a video resume, are changing the game. I have clients every single day landing their dream jobs because they're using a McCoy reel. So that's how you can get a job at Peloton. Questions, comments, feedback below. And just remember, if you want to win, you've got to do it differently right now. And this is the way to do it. Trust me, don't sleep on the McCoy app.